Welcome back. This one-on-one is brought to you by Pothole Frozen Pizza from Quick Trip. Welcome back. We are joined now by Packers left tackle David Bakhtiari. David, when you come back, it's a little different. You got to be David Bakhtiari All-Pro. You got to be David the Dominator. Like when you're in a situation like you were in, do you feel any of that kind of pressure?
A little bit. I understand the side that you're coming from. For me, I want to be me, play my brand of football and be who I am. And that's someone that leaves it all out there on the field, that's technically sound, and come that next morning, I'm extremely sore and extremely fatigued, and that's how I like to play football. Going
forward, do you find yourself appreciating the game more, appreciating your teammates more, that kind of stuff?
Absolutely. You never really know how good you have until it's gone and it's taken from you. So for me, yeah, I'm very excited to be out there, to laugh, go through the pains, to be sore. I always tell guys I used to be envious looking over at the country club guys that aren't able to practice, and they're doing sit-ups and drinking water. There's a lot of pains that come with playing football, but now being over there for as long as I have, I will take every ache and every pain and smile about it, knowing that I would rather be there 12 out of 10 times than to be in the country club.
David, whenever we have talked to any of your teammates in the offensive line, every one of them would mention your leadership. How did you maintain your leadership position even when you couldn't play?
By any means necessary. Just because I'm not out there on the field doesn't mean I can't, with the position that I'm in and how long I've been tenured here, trying to give whatever I can on the field. So if I physically can't be out there, mentally, I want to be out there. Spiritually, I want to be out there. Leadership perspective, give the guys every tip and help not only on game days, but also during the week when it comes to practice and the standard of practice. And definitely in the film room, just kind of breaking it down, giving my 2 cents on how I view the game, because I think everyone views the game differently. When we do and we take care of our business, I mean, give Aaron time, you know what he can do with it.
Throws end zone, he's got Allen Lazard, touchdown!
You and Aaron are like best friends forever. I mean, you ride down to practice in the golf cart, which you gifted him. Could you talk about your and Aaron's relationship?
To play with him as long as I have, time is definitely one of the factors. Another thing, we get along. We balance each other out. I think what his dynamic and type of person that he is helps balance me out and vice versa. I love playing with him, and any time that I need any more of a reason to play a little bit harder and protect the person that I'm blocking for, put myself and sacrifice myself for them physically, it helps when you consider him such a close friend like I do with Aaron.
David, the cold weather, the Lambeau Field frozen tundra mystique. Does David Bakhtiari personally enjoy a home field advantage?
Without question. First and foremost, you get to play in front of your fans. That's essentially having a 12th man on the field. I think that's something that I want fans to understand and appreciate. You are an extra player for us. The louder you are on defense is a critical part to our team and how we play. And speaking from an offensive perspective, I've played in enough away games. The louder you are, and particularly from a left tackle, the harder it is for you to get off on the ball. And anytime you are behind against a guy like Preston or Zadarius or Rashawn, that is extremely tough. Not to mention, I know from a quarterback perspective, the ability to not communicate is frustrating and it's tough. And the louder you are throughout a whole game, I mean, you could impact, as little as 2 to 6, 8 plays. But those 2 to 6, 8 plays, you have no idea the compounding effect for the course of a game. So I love playing, on our field. I love the cold weather. But on top of all that, being in front of our fans, not only what they can bring to us, but what we can give them is a victory in the playoffs. I think is something special. I think everyone enjoys a playoff win, always a little bit more.
Playoff success. If you could name one key to having it, what would it be?
Energy. I think the team that comes out that has more energy, has the will and the want, it's the little things. So when it comes down to want, I want this more. I want to be more prepared. I want to give it more my all. I want to impose my will on the person in front of me. I want to win the play. That is what I think the biggest difference is.
Thank you, David. Best of luck against the 49ers and beyond.
Thanks, Larry.